Hi guys, it's Mikey Tech, and today I'll be working on task 2 of my internship, where I'll be looking at how gender impacts investments. So think of mutual funds, stocks, or government bonds. Who chooses what? Let's break it down with some cool visuals. Stay tuned. Our objective for this task is to analyze and visualize gender-based differences in investment preferences. And the steps for this task are just two, and they include visual comparison, where we create charts comparing investment choices like equity, mutual funds, and government bonds based on gender. Two, insights, where we derive insight from visualization, noting significant gender-based trends. So let's get started. So once Power BI is open to the previous work we did for tax 1, you just tap on a new page to open tax 2. And in the new page, we have to edit the background. So we go to format page, then canvas background. Then we set our transparency to 0, then the color to gray. Okay, so once that is done, then we have to set a title. So we go to the text box, then we set a title to be tax 2. We call it gender based analysis. Okay, so then we highlight, we set the font to be silver bold, then the size to be 28. Alright, so then we have to edit this. So we format, then we go to effects, then we turn on the visual border and shadow. So for our visual border, we set the rounded corners to 15. Okay, so when that is done, we just put this in the right place. Okay, so this is done. So the next thing we're going to do is to take this start column chart for our visualization. Alright, so then we put this here, and for our visualization, our work task today is based on gender. So we're going to use gender, right? And our tax asks us to use 3 investment options, which are the equity market, the government bonds, and mutual funds. Alright, so for this, we just need to change this sum to count. Right, so we change them to count. So for this, we just give us the actual number of males and females using these. Right, so you can see that we have found the actual number. So there are 25 males who invested in equity markets, 25 males invested in government bonds. So same, and you can also see here that there are 15 females who invested in equity market and 15 females invested in government bonds. Same for mutual funds. So the next thing we are going to do, right, is to edit this, format this, so let's come to the format page, then general, then effects. So we turn on the visual border and shadow. So then we set our rounded corners to 15. Okay, so once that is done, the next thing we are going to do is to turn off our y-axis. We turn off the value, we turn off the title, and we leave just this. So for us to find the actual numbers on each of the columns, so we just come here, we scroll down to data labels, then we turn this on. So after turning it on, we then Okay, so the position has to be inside end. Alright, so it should just be on top here for us to see it. Okay, so then once that is done, we just come back and copy and paste it. I'm going to use the same format for our second visualization. So our second visualization, we're going to use a clustered column chart. So we just change this, right? So a clustered column chart, and instead of count, we're going to use sum. We change this to sum and this to sum. Right, so once this is done, you can see that the same format used here is the same we are using here. So what we just need to do right now is change the name of our legend. Right, so instead of instead of sum of equity, we just use equity. Instead of sum of government bonds, we just use government bonds, and same for mutual funds. Right, so let's do same for this too. Okay, stop here. Okay, so once this is done, all we have to do now is to create our insights. Okay, so we just insert a new text box, right? So we put our text box here. Okay, let's move our text box. Okay, let's do this and remove the text box here. Right, okay, down here. Okay, so this is perfect. So okay, back. Okay, so for our insights, the text box, we're going to call it key insights. Okay, so from our visualization, we have to state some insights made. So from our visualization, we can see that the so excuse me. Okay, so from the visualization, right? Okay, mutual funds, comma, government. Okay, my bad. Okay, government bonds, comma, what else? Equity markets. Equity market. Okay, so let me make this capital. So G, capital E, capital M. So for the visualization, mutual fund, government bonds, and equity markets, there are 25 male, and 15 female investors. Right. So from the visualization here, you can see that there are 25 males and 15 female investors in these three investment options. Right, so that's the first insight made from this visualization. Right, so the next thing or the next insight will be, so with Okay, respect to male investors, right? The sum of investments, okay, my bad, investments of, so what's the first one here? Equity market. So investment of equity market is 89, comma, government bonds is government bond 121, and uh, mutual funds, that's 61. Alright, so here you can see that for the male side the sum of here is 89, here the sum is 121, the sum is 61. So you just have to copy this and paste it for the next insight. Okay, so we just change here to female, and we change the figures. So for equity market is 50 for them, for government bonds is 65, and for mutual funds is 41. So just format here, we just format this, we just increase, let's make it 18. Okay, no, this is too big, let's make it 14. Okay, no, make it bigger, 16. Right, so 60, so just make some space here, and let's put this center. Alright, so let's just format this, go to effects, turn on the visual border, shadow, and rounded corners to be 15 again. Okay, so with the numbering I didn't think you got it right, so let's use points instead. Okay, points. So from our key insights you can see that the first key insight we made was that from the visualization, mutual funds, government bonds, equity markets, there are 25 male and female, 15 female investors. That was the first key insight made. And the second one was that with respect to male investors, the sum of investment of equity markets is 89, government bonds is 121, and mutual funds is 61. And with the last one, with respect to female investors, the sum of investment of equity market is 50, government bonds 65, mutual funds is 41. So that's simply it for the tax of today. So we just make this bigger and clearer right here. Okay, so let's make this quite bigger, make this 18. Let's see. Okay, so this is better. So this is simply our task for today. See you here same time next time. It's Mikey Tech. Bye bye.